Leprechaun the Beginning is a brand new 2025 film from Britain, and this is written by Alessandro Di Giuseppe and directed by Rahul Gandhi, if I'm pronouncing those names correctly. And this is a horror film that has absolutely nothing to do with the Warwick Davis Leprechaun series. It's its complete own thing, and it has the feel of those films that are released from Britain a lot, where they take like a Jack and Jill or a puppet of some kind, Pinocchio, Jack in the Box, whatever it may be, and make a horror film out of the property. So basically, what we have going on here is we have this family who inherits a house because somebody has passed away and left the house to these two ladies. I forget names in this film. I think I watched this film like a week ago. So names are slipping me, but this family inherits the house. Basically, the movie starts kind of getting ahead of myself. Starts with this older gentleman who finds the gold, and it kind of opens up that way, and you're introduced to the leprechaun right away. And I'm gonna say that my favorite thing about this film automatically is the leprechaun. This is a low budget film, and the leprechaun looks great, like really, really good. So he is after his goal. It's your typical leprechaun story, and he kills the old man, and then that's how the people inherit the home. And then they go to the home, and they are kind of discussing issues that are going on. One of the ladies, um, I forget exactly. There's an issue going. There's a family matter going on, basically, and all the while there's this leprechaun that is all over the home and trying to get his gold back, kind of thing. Now, like I said, low budget film. The acting is okay. It is better than another film that I'm going to be talking about soon. But it's okay. I mean, I really love low budget cinema, and when it comes to it, uh, you gotta extend your. You only have so far to extend your budget, kind of thing. So um, it's good enough acting for what it is. Um, how the leprechaun starts picking off people one by one in a average house is is kind of funny and kind of ridiculous. There's this three girls too, and one of them gets locked in a cage in the basement, and literally the whole film, everybody's looking for this girl, or I think her name is Sarah, if I'm not mistaken, but they're just like Sarah, 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 and they're outside and they're like looking all over the house, but nobody for whatever reason decides to go look in the basement. In this room that she's in inside of a cage. But I did like the three girls a lot because they bicker like teenage girls usually do. Um, and there is this twist in the third act that is also ridiculous. It kind of made me roll my eyes a bit with one of the characters. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I'm just like, oh, it's not. It's just funny. Like it's not totally unbelievable, but it is kind of like, really, we're going this way, kind of thing. But absolutely, the standout is the leprechaun, and I did not get the actor's name, but he does a really good voice, and the makeup is really, really good, like really good. And of course, there is some moments that you can see like a tear in the neck or something like that, which is a shame because it could be easily fixed with like a different camera angle and stuff like that. But again, low budget means less like production time. So if you make, if you get a shot and you don't have the time to redo it, it is what it is, kind of thing. Not like I'm not in the industry or anything like that, and I'm going to mention this again because I've mentioned it 100 times already. I am not a film critic. I am a film reviewer. So I watch movies and give my opinion. That's all I do. I'm not in the industry. I've only made one film in college, so I'm not a pro whatsoever, and I would definitely be worse than any person producing and making this film. So I'm only giving my own thoughts on the film, and I think I gave this one a 2 out of 5. Um, it was a 1.5 or a 2 out of 5, and I'm thinking it was a 2 out of 5. The Leprechaun was the best. I loved his dialogue. The writing was pretty good. The acting, like I said, was okay for what it was. And the plot was just very, very basic, essentially. Like, you don't need a big plot for a film like this anyway. Excuse me. But, yeah, the them screaming Sarah and looking for Sarah all the time, I think, was the most that could have been cut. Like, you could have cut the Sarah shouting maybe in half, and we still would have gotten the same point. But other than that, it is what it is. Excuse me again. But it's a fun film. It doesn't overstay its welcome, really, and it's. I don't know if it's on Tubi because I streamed this somewhere else. I did not stream it on Tubi, but I also didn't check if it's streaming on Tubi. It might be. But it is a fun film if you like low budget stuff. And I don't know who distributed it, but it has that uncorked ITM distribution kind of thing. I think it's ITM distribution. Gravitas Venturas. If you're familiar with those distribution companies, then Jagged Edge Productions, the British one, it has that feel for sure. So, if any of those sound familiar and those are your kind of movies, then you can give this one a shot. It's not terrible, it's not unwatchable or by any means, in my opinion, anyway. Maybe to some, but not to me because I've seen way worse. Trust me, trust me. So that's the Leprechaun. The beginning. It was fine and it was fun and I enjoyed it and I would give it a recommend. I would give it one thumbs up. And like I said, I would think I gave it a 2 out of 5. So that's my thoughts on it. Take that as you will. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.